Okay, now we're going to install the piston seal. Now I'm going to show you how I do this. This piston is a 4-piece piston seal. I think it's a CPS series. Okay, this thing's $200. Okay, but you got a new one here. So I'm going to show you how to install these, and then we'll set it because they stretch out a little bit. Okay, you could try to get this out and save it, but I'm going to cut it. It's like that because we always put new ones in. One thing I want to tell you about these is they may look good on the outside, like I took the wear band off of there and it looks good, but what I found is if a lot of guys will get lazy and don't change them, okay, this part under here a lot of times is beat up real bad and you won't be able to see it. So you want to just change them. This customer here, this one looks pretty good, but this keeps the pressure against it and the seal in there. But I've seen these things all beat up and you can't see it. Okay, so I'm just telling you, change them. This is good practice, unless you're in a real jam and you can't get it. Like I said, this thing's $200. So you want to be real careful. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, I'm doing this in the vise here. You can do it on the table, but I'm going to let this sit. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to install the rod in here while this is up in the vise. So we'll just so I can show you, we'll do it this way. You can do this on the table, but I'm going to lift this thing out. Show you what I'm going to do here, get the seal around it. Then I'm going to let it sit overnight or a couple hours, depends. You let the seal clasper hold it, compress it in there, because what happens if you put them in there all loose and you put it in the cylinder, a lot of times it'll cut the seal. Okay, so that's, like I said, it's a $200 seal. You don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two pieces. Okay, we're going to go, let's see here. I don't want to screw it up. I'm just trying to, so I can get this in the vise. Just to hold this down. Okay, get this out of the way. So make sure you get the right one here. This is the new one. You're going to stretch this on there, make sure you get it in. And it's sitting in there. Okay, then you got these hardened backups. These go one way. You got a flat side and this side's kind of rounded, just so you know. You put the flat side back like this against the flat edge, the round side goes in. I'm just going to put that one on, then I'm going to take this as like the wear band. It's like a bronze impregnated. Now, you got to be careful. You snap this, it's over, okay? What I use is take an O-ring. It's a 210. I use that to try to work it around. You see how I got it like that? I'm going to come up here. Usually these big ones will stretch pretty easy. But I've broke them before. You can take a look there. Okay, it's going to take a couple of these to get it to stretch over. Sometimes you see, it's not easy. There you go. See that? Pull that out immediately. Okay, you can see there. You don't want to start sticking screwdrivers and try to force it. You'll mark it all up. That one's pretty tough, but it's a big seal. But you can see how it's kind of. So okay, now take your other back up here. The flat side goes towards the back or the outside. Push that in there. Okay, get it down in there, that back up. Get it seated in there now. And I can tell like this is a little bit rolled here because it's stretched. Get it right in here. So what we do, you got to be careful. You slide this inside the cylinder a lot of times, and you hook this edge right here, and you'll cut it, and you may not know, and then you'll get bypassed. So I'm going to try to. This is where your seal clasper comes in. Okay, and I'll show you that. I'm going to pick it up one more time. Let's pick it up one more time, and I'll get my seal clasper around it. You don't. This is not. You don't see this every day unless you're doing a lot of big cylinders. Let's just slide that out of the way. Okay, take this as the old one. This is a pretty good shape, but they do. You just good practice change them. Just because they look good on the outside doesn't mean that it's okay. Okay, so this seal clasper is basically a big hose clamp. You pull this thing way out, see that? And we're going to want to get it around here. So I'm just going to set it on here. Come here, and then I'm going to let this thing sit for a while. Okay, lock that in. Take this off now. Get it out of the way. You're going to see how this thing comes around. Okay, then what you're going to do is you take these things. Now, if you don't have this, most people won't have these. This is probably about $250 tool. Get this right on that 4-piece seal. Okay, then you're going to suck this up. And what you do is you take this thing and lock it up, and it puts a lot of pressure. And you just leave this thing. Let it sit for a while. Keeps pressure and keeps it all down when you go to fit this in. So I'll let that sit for a while. I just wanted to show you that. This is the bronze part that I took off. So we just put a new one on. That's how you do it. Let that sit for a while. And that tool is called a seal clasper. You can look them up. They're a couple $100, $250. I don't remember. You kind of need it. You could now on smaller cylinders you could use hose clamps, but then you have to have a whole bunch of different sizes, and they have the little ribs in it. This thing's all smooth. That's what you want. So I don't like how it's over here, so I'll lift this up and I'll reset it. Okay, I want that over just a little bit all the way on that seal. Lock that up. It's like so. Perfect. Okay, stand by. I'll do the test next.